Okay, so using the multi-process welder here to set it up for TIG welding steel. We're going to turn the welder on. That's the on-off switch in the back here. Flip that on. Take a look at your control panel here. Once again, we want to use the auto settings on this. We want to go ahead and navigate ourselves from wherever we're at down here to TIG steel. It's going to tell us what we need to have hooked up. We need to have our TIG torch hooked into the top port and our lead into the bottom. And you can see here we have our TIG torch in the top port and our ground lead in the bottom. And then we're going to take a look. We're in automatic settings, and there's a couple of things you need to pay attention to here. One is this 3/32. That's the diameter of the electrode that we're going to use. We standardly will use throughout the entire shop 3/32 electrodes, and then we're going to be welding on 1/8 inch material is what it's set for right now. You want to make sure that you have the auto setting on or off. And then you can see this auto setting is way over here on the right, so it's set hot. So we want to bring this down to it's in the middle. And that's a good starting place. You can adjust it from there, but that's where you want to start out at. Alright, so once we have all that stuff set down here, there's some different options with the TIG start on this. So right now we're on high frequency. That's going to be foot control completely. The next one is the lift arc remote. Alright, so that's going to be lift arc starting it in conjunction with the foot pedal to control it, and then the other one is straight lift arc. That would just be like a scratch start, full amperage start. So the one I want everybody to be using is this high frequency. So if you take a look down here, you're going to make sure that you have this foot pedal. You want to make sure that this foot pedal is connected. That foot pedal will be what starts the welder. So when I step on this, you can hear that it's sending both gas and energy to the torch. Okay, now it's just like a car. The farther you push on that pedal, the more amperage that it will supply the TIG torch. If you let off, it will let off on the amperage. So if you start melting through your piece or it's starting too hot, let off that pedal a little bit. Or if you're not getting a puddle to develop, make sure you push down on that pedal a little more. But once again, that's that high or TIG arc start. This is the high frequency, and that's 100% run by that foot pedal. Nothing happens until you step on that pedal, and then you control it like the car gas pedal. We're going to go head up here and turn our gas on. So the first thing you want to do before you turn your gas on is take a look, and you can see right now it appears like the gas is on, but in fact the bottle's closed. So we want to bleed the lines. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your TIG torch here, and then you're going to look down here at your foot pedal, and you're going to step on that foot pedal, and it's going to bleed the gas in the line. You can hear it bleeding. Okay, and it is bled. So what we want to do at this point is turn our regulator out about 1.5 turns, and then we want to open up our bottle all the way. And then we want to dial that regulator up to 25 to 30 psi. All right, now the next thing that we're going to do in the TIG welding process is talk about sharpening this electrode. So I'm going to use this as an example. You may come to the welder and find an electrode that looks like this. If this is the case, it needs to be cut with a hacksaw. If you get it to your welder and your electrode looks like this is in pretty good shape. It just needs to be sharpened. So how do you get the electrode out of the TIG torch? Pretty simple. This back portion here, you just turn it to the left, remove the electrode. All right, take a look at the electrode. If you're welding steel, this should be either gray or red in color. If you're welding aluminum, it should be green. So once you get that electrode out, we're going to head over and talk about sharpening an electrode like this. Remember, this will not work in the sharpener. It needs to be cut off.